Hey guys, and welcome to episode 1 of the EA Sports UFC 2 Tips and Tricks series. In this series, I'll be going through different tips, tricks, and strategies that I've learned while playing the game so far to help you improve your fighting in UFC 2. Even though I'm definitely not an expert at the game, and there's probably a lot of people better than me, I thought I'd share with you guys a few things that I've learned so far that have helped me become better at the game. In this first video, I'll be going over two basic but important aspects of the game: stamina and damage. Although these may be quite basic and many of you already have a good understanding of them, I thought this would be a good video for those that have just started playing the game for the first time. There may also be a few useful tips for those of you with more experience playing the game, so the video isn't just intended for complete beginners. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go over is stamina, which is the little blue or red bar above your fighter's name. There's also the light gray bar behind it that represents your maximum stamina. The single most important part or tip for your stamina is to keep it as high as possible at all times. Having high stamina helps every part of your game with things like movement speed, punching and kicking speed, your power, everything. Having high stamina helps all of it. Whereas having low stamina will make you slower, weaker, easier to take down, and more susceptible to getting hurt, knocked out, or submitted. It also makes you a lot easier to control in the clinch and on the ground. So as you can see here in this clip, I'm just trying to keep his stamina as low as possible by denying these transitions and trying to keep my stamina as high as possible so I can land these punches from half guard and get the quick victory. Again, having high stamina is really important, especially on the ground. Okay, so here's a few quick tips on how to keep your stamina high. Number one is don't continuously spam your kicks and punches. It's only going to drain your stamina quickly, and once you drain your stamina till the very bottom, it's actually going to lower your maximum stamina as well, which is really going to hurt you in the later rounds of the fight. There are also moves you have that will drain your stamina faster than others, such as spinning attacks or other special striking attacks, so make sure you're not continuously spamming those moves, because that'll really drain your stamina quickly. So keep your striking combinations nice and short, and it'll really help you maintain your stamina. The second tip is don't panic. Don't try to continuously attempt escapes or transitions on the ground. This will only lower your stamina and make it easier for them to take you down, submit you, or land strikes in the clinch. What you want to do is be patient, try and keep your stamina as high as possible, and wait for the right time to use those transitions or escapes. The time you want to do it is when their stamina is at the lowest. So if they keep going for strikes or transitions, try and block the strikes or transitions, and then when their stamina is low, that's the best time you can escape. And the last tip, which is pretty similar to the first one, is just pace yourself. Use your movement to get out of range of his strikes every once in a while and just reset. Let your character regain some stamina and figure out what your next move will be. The second thing I'm going to go over is damage. Damage is represented by the little character outline that you see at the top of the screen. When you start taking more damage to a certain body part, it'll start to go a deeper red. When it starts to get more and more red, you're going to want to start avoiding damage to that certain area, whether it's a leg, body, head, or even arms. Probably the best way to avoid taking more damage to that area is to use movement to try and circle around the cage, get out of range of his strikes, and watch out for takedowns as well. You can also use parries or blocks to try and avoid damage to where you've been hurt. One thing to be cautious though of is, say you get hurt in the head, your opponent's most likely not going to target your head, but another part of your body. So be careful of, say, body shots or low kicks, or even for takedowns or getting engaged in the clinch. You're going to want to stay as far away as you can until that body part that got injured comes back down into gray. So if you're injured, you're going to want to get out of the way, but if your opponent is continuously going for strikes and really draining your stamina, it can actually be a good time to counter. If he keeps coming at you, you notice his stamina is low, yours is high, it could be a good time to go for a lengthy attack such as a head kick. You might be able to actually catch him with low stamina and get him knocked down to the ground or hurt him. Also, another last quick tip, if you notice that your lead leg is taking a lot of damage, getting really red, probably from your opponent's low kicks, you can switch up your stance, which will help take a lot of damage off that leg and help you recover pretty quickly. Okay, well, that is it for part 1 of the UFC 2 Tips and Tricks series. I'll be doing more videos in the future. I'll probably be getting into a bit more advanced stuff as well, because this first episode was pretty basic, just going over some stamina and damage. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It really helps me a lot. If you have any suggestions for future videos or anything you'd like to see in a tips and tricks series, feel free to leave a comment down below. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys again next video.